Hello there, villagers. Welcome back to another video here in Stacy's Random POV. It is so good to have you. I hope you decide to stay. I give about 2 or 3 videos every single day. I do not talk about celebrities. However, what I do talk about will have you thinking. Now, before I get into this whole situation that I have to talk to you about, though, I have to say everything I'm about to say is absolutely, positively, definitively my opinion and my opinion alone. I am not here to incite anybody, okay? Now, with all of the presences out of the way, I have to say we have to talk about the update about Luigi, of course, and baby. His first court appearance yesterday. If you guys didn't know, let me just go back a little bit. Luigi was the gentleman that they named to be the P.O.V of the United Healthcare CEO, Brian Thompson, and he was found in Pennsylvania by a McDonald's worker named Nancy Parker. Okay, Nancy Parker called in. She said, listen, this guy is here. His picture is everywhere. Boom. Turns out she's not getting the chicken, but that's okay. She's still trying, okay? Now, he gets arrested, and then he gets arraigned, he gets transferred to New York City, and that was the previous video that you guys saw. Thank you so much. 1,000 viewers is a lot. Now, so he gets transferred from Pennsylvania to New York. His first court appearance was just this Monday, and baby, his lawyer, Karen Freeman Agnifilio, and I'm sorry, I'm just reading her name just to make sure I don't mess it up. So her name is Karen Freeman Agnifilio, and she gave it, baby. She was not playing. Check out this video, and I'll be right back.
I'm very concerned about my client's right to a fair trial in this case. He's being prejudiced by some statements that are being made by government officials. He was on display for everyone to see in the biggest staged perp walk I've ever seen in my career. It was absolutely unnecessary. There was no reason for the NYPD and everybody to have these big assault rifles that, frankly, I had no idea was in their arsenal. And what was the New York City mayor doing at this press conference? That just made it utterly political. And frankly, Your Honor, the mayor should know more than anyone about the presumption of innocence that he too is afforded. And I just want to put on the record statements that the mayor made publicly about my client. Nothing saying alleged. I wanted to look him in the eye and state, you carried out this terrorist act in my city. The mayor was talking to jurors, future potential jurors, and calling this man a terrorist. I just want to make a record of this and put everyone on notice that this has to stop.
Okie dokie, I get it. It sounds a little crazy, but to give you guys a little bit of context of what's going on with Luigi and why the state of New York wants his head on a stake. So, the Manhattan District Attorney, because he shot this gentleman in Manhattan, so Manhattan has to handle it. Excuse me. Thank you. Now, Manhattan District Attorney charges him 1, first-degree murder, 2 variations of second degree, and weapons charges. And then the federal charges are as follows: murder with the use of a firearm, 2 stalking charges. So, if the federal, let me go back. Manhattan District Attorney, if he's found guilty of the first degree murder, 2 variations of second degree, and the firearm charges, he will be in prison for life without parole. The federal charges, which is murder with the use of a firearm, 2 stalking charges, will result him in the death penalty. Right? And then, to make it even weirder, the reason that they had the terrorism charges is because the prosecutors believe that he intended to intimidate or coerce a civilization and population. All the lawyer is saying, this whole situation has been politicized. He may not get a fair trial. And he's being violated. His rights are being violated. And there is no real proof that can connect him to this case. All of this stuff can be speculative. All of this stuff can be a big misunderstanding. Maybe you got the wrong guy. We still don't know, because these pictures could be AI. So I say this to say, his lawyer is saying, listen, we are not sure if he's going to get the proper trial because everything has been politicized. Thank you, Mayor Adams. I don't know why you were there. I don't know why you were there, but thank you. But which his presence made it even worse. But I say this to say, the state case will go on trial first, and then after that, the federal cases will follow. So these are two different situations that he's got to go through in order for him to actually be clear for this. Now, if he is found not guilty for the Manhattan District Attorney charges, they may calm down with the federal charges, or the federal charges might be dropped altogether if the lawyer and his people get to figure out that he did not do this in fact. The judge, his name is Gregory Caro, he said that he would guarantee that Luigi will receive a fair trial. Luigi's next court date will be in February 21st, and I will be here to bring you guys all of the details, all of the information. As you guys know how I like to do things here, I just gave you my opinion. Now I'm going to follow it up with other creators' awesome opinion, who I found very, very informative. But most importantly, you guys, I appreciate everyone who subscribed so far. We are growing. We are close to 1K subscribers. I am very, very happy. And I can't wait to hear what you guys have to say. What do you guys think about this entire situation? Do you guys think Luigi did it? Do you guys think he is guilty? Do you guys think he will fall? Or as a lot of people will say, in jail for everything that's going on? And yeah, I can't wait to hear what you guys have to say. I am so excited. Leave a comment down below. Like if you care, share if you appreciate, and I will be back to give you my final thoughts at the end of all of this. Okay, I'll see you guys.
This is probably the craziest thing I've seen in 24 years. So apparently, while Luigi was in court today, his family didn't show up to support him. But that's not the crazy part. The crazy part is Buddy had 24 women waiting outside in the cold just so they could get a public seat in the courtroom to support him. And apparently some of them were visibly emotional when Buddy entered the courtroom. And I'm gonna be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if he had a female fan or two show up, but 24, 2 dozen, like real shit, what are y'all doing? And it's crazy because I know that Luigi definitely peeped them, because there are pictures being released of him just smiling and vibing and shit. Like, bro definitely knows that he got hoes. And it really don't seem like he care about this court case at all, to be honest. And look, I don't know everything, but one thing I do know is when Luigi get out, he gonna have a lot of fun, for sure.
Here in New York, Luigi Mangione, the man accused of murdering United Healthcare CEO, arrived in court this morning. He pleaded not guilty to state charges, including murder as an act of terrorism. He is accused of killing Brian Thompson as he was walking to an investor conference in Midtown Manhattan on the morning of December 4th. The state case is expected to run parallel to his federal case. Mangione was brought to New York from Pennsylvania, where he was arrested after a search lasting several days. The state and federal indictments vary quite a bit in approach, but the biggest difference could be in the potential sentences. The maximum penalty for the state charges is life in prison without parole, but on the federal counts, he could face the death penalty.
Not one school shooter has been charged with terrorism. Punishment just does not fit the crime at all here.
How do you feel about Luigi being hit with terrorism charges?
I don't feel terrorized by the action that was committed because I'm not a billionaire.
I want to know what America defines as terrorism, because I don't see that as an act of terrorism.
Luigi pleaded not guilty to the 11 state and federal charges brought against him. Now it's the state that's arguing that the shooting was an act of terrorism.
I'm a New Yorker. I live here in the city. I don't feel
I
terrorized.
think that they're trying to hit him with whatever they can to give him the death penalty, and I think that that's gross. What terrorizes me is the healthcare system.
This is by no means done to people that are out here committing mass murder. None of those people have been charged with domestic terrorism. One individual does one act on December 4th, and that somehow overrides and allows for all of this to happen.
Luigi Mangione's pictures today in court were so strategic. When Luigi walked in court today, he knew where every single camera was. He was giving us a whole photo op from every single angle. I'm personally convinced that his lawyers helped him play with this tactic very well after the media stunt of his perp walk. He said, y'all want to make me look like a fool during my perp walk? Like I committed the 9/11 attacks? All right then, I'll show you what I'm about when we get in court. After hearing Luigi's lawyer talk about how this was a disgusting media ploy in court today and she's never seen anything like this, I am almost 100% certain that she told him, when you go in that courtroom, you make sure you show your stuff. Give us a little smile, turn your cheek to the left, turn your cheek to the right. We are going to make you look as good as possible. They're so good, like literally, but the one with the smile, it's like giving so calculated. Like, give us a little smile. We want to make you look as good as possible after they tried to make you look insane with a million police officers behind you with some big rifles. I feel like his lawyers were using this to clap back on them terrorism charges and clap back hard. And honestly, good for them because he should be held to the same standards as any normal person. And I couldn't stop laughing because this man is reminding me so much of Joe Goldberg. Like the well-dressed, the smile. It is 110% giving Joe Goldberg vibes to me right now. I personally think that this play was very calculated and very smart. But y'all let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments.
This man just pled not guilty to state murder and terrorism charges, and he looks like he's walking out of the Beverly Hills Hotel in 2006 with Britney Spears, Lindsay Lohan, and Paris Hilton. That car is giving this energy. Lindsay, Britney, Paris, the original Holy Trinity. And this is him in the courtroom as he was entering his plea. This is where you need to insert that TikTok audio like, ooh, who got you smiling like that? Because who literally has you smiling like that? You are about to be on trial, and you're on your way to afters. And now we have video of him arriving at the courthouse, having the most don't give a fuck, subtle interactions with everybody around him. Swagger and aura are absolutely off the rails. I'm gonna go away for a second. But I will say this. If those are his prison yard shoes, they won't sell out. If there is a company selling these shoes, I know you bitches are gonna find a way to get your hands on them. I'm obsessed.
Well, they Menendez brothers, Tim, everybody. They Menendez brothers Luigi. Luigi pleaded not guilty in court this morning, and as you can see, he's wearing this little festive sweater with the collar underneath. If you're at all familiar with the Menendez trial, based off of the documentary or the Ryan Murphy series, you might remember a very famous, iconic outfit here that they had on trial. Sweater, collar, looking nice, looking pleasant, looking like your favorite nephew. That was the little outfit they wore in court, and as you can see, all of these men are wearing the same outfit. So I find it very interesting that Luigi's attorneys put him in this outfit. I don't think that this is a mistake. I think that this is deliberate. And I think this is the moment upon which I look at their attorneys and I'm like, you know what you're doing. Because if there is one thing that TikTok loves almost as much as Luigi, it's going to be the Menendez brothers. So I'm not saying this is a nod or a wink at the TikTok audience out there, but I'm not saying it.
I want you to take a look at this video. As Luigi Mangione is leaving the courthouse, this reporter says to Luigi, Luigi, do you want to say something? Immediately after Luigi hears that question, I want you to focus on the reaction to his face, and then I'm going to come back and tell you exactly what I see. Now, unfortunately, the Midnight has got a little bit of experience with this shit. As much as you want to say something, as much as you want to scream and yell and talk, the directive from his lawyer is to not say one thing should come out of your mouth. But you see the reaction on his face, and you see the twitch. What does he want to tell us? What does he want to say? What is going on in Luigi Mangione's head? And the information that he's holding, that can absolutely turn this whole thing upside down. I've never been one to go down rabbit holes. I've never been one to say I'm a conspiracy theory and all that shit. I've never been any of that. I look at a story, I look at the news, I report it, but something it's just not adding up. And the whole thing is just not adding up. As I'm watching him walk down, as they're protecting him, keeping him safe, it's not like they're guarding a criminal. It's like they're trying to keep him alive. It's absolutely incredible to watch this whole thing unfold. But to see the twitch on his face is clearly saying, my God, to the people, I have so much to tell you.
We gonna talk about the real reason they're wearing matching outfits that nobody else is discussing? Guess whose family and mother didn't show up again today?
How is this man in court for terrorism and got pictures like this? Is the lighting in the courthouse that good? Have we all just been taking pictures in the wrong place? This looks like a picture I would see when I'm buying a picture frame. This is a high quality photo shoot. This looks like the cameraman said, hey, bro, look to the left, look up a little, hit him with the smolder. I got you. Like, how y'all just catching this man randomly like this? If I take a picture and just move a little, my whole face be blurry. They catching this guy randomly with the photo shoots, and they just coming out looking like he was waiting for the picture the whole time. It just don't make any sense. And who he looking at? He looking out the window or something? Who he looking at? Bro looking like I'm not guilty. He looking like I'm going to be out there in a little bit. That's what he's looking at. He's like, I shouldn't even be here. I should be out there. Not guilty.
Today is that day. You are not the law. You're not above the law.
After watching Luigi's appearance in court this morning where he pleaded not guilty, I have no choice but to believe that his lawyer's strategy is my client is too attractive to be put behind bars, because that man knew where every single camera was in the joint before, during, and after. They sat him down and said, hey, they have you on camera doing what they said that you did. All right, you're toast. But here's the thing. You're attractive. Everyone knows it. So grow out some scuff on your beard, 5 o'clock shadow, and put on a red sweater because the red is the color of lovers. And when you're in court, hit the Riz face. And I know that's crazy to say. They must have shown him the fan cams that they're making him on TikTok because he knew what he was doing there. They knew this smile would go viral. They knew it. They knew it. This man's facing life in jail. Ain't shit funny, okay? Nothing's funny in that courtroom today. But they said, hey, hit a smile, lean back a little bit, show off the jawline. And you never know, Luigi, maybe at some point in your life, you can be a free man once again.
After playing all of that, I just wanted to say thank you so much for getting this far. I hope you subscribed already. And once you subscribe, you automatically become a member of this village. And baby, you love this village. You appreciate this village because it takes a village. On my closing thought is, honestly, it's a very grayish situation, right? Because I don't condone murder. Let me be very clear about that. I do not condone murder. However, what happened here with Luigi and Brian Thompson, it is something that needs to be studied. A, how the people are responding to it. B, how the people are feeling about it. And C, how the government is reacting about it in comparison to the school shootings, in comparison to the church shootings, in comparison to the stuff that's going on in the hospitals, babies being missing, women getting stalked, women getting threatened, men being stalked, men getting threatened, and nothing gets done by the police. And because of that, there is so much disconnect from the 1% and the regular folk. I don't know if this was by design or if it all happened by accident, but what we do know is happening now. And one thing I will always say is to love yourself. Cherish the people around you, because you never know when it's going to be the last time you're going to walk out that door and they'll never have you or you'll never have them. So love yourself so nobody else does. Love like nobody else does. And I'll see you guys on my next video. I hope to see you again. Bye.